Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Winner's Circle. This week, we're doing something a little different in that I'm not interviewing a pro player, but I am interviewing an Ontario local who just took down the FA1 Division at US Women's. I have Brianna Vandergriendt. And I apologize in advance for how bad that was probably butchered, Brianna.
It's all good.
um, so, 4 rounds
Yes.
in Wisconsin. In sorry, yes, in wind and rain and all sorts of fun stuff that we saw coming out this weekend. How did you find the courses?
So I think they played kind of to my game. Like it was a lot more like park style and then heavily wooded courses, the heavily wooded course for the end. So for the first 2 days, the weather was actually great. It was the Creekside and Lakeside, so that was traditionally where Silver Creek is played, like that golf course, or sorry, that disc golf course. And the courses were absolutely beautiful. It had the lighthouse hole. So it's very picturesque there. It was a little bit windy, but nothing too serious. On day one, we had a weather delay, which was obviously not ideal. But the PDGA did a great job, and you could hear the thunder in the background while we were playing. The horn went, we all went into a building, and then it was a complete downpour, but I don't think any of the competitors got wet or anything like that. The rain stopped and we all got to go back out. So it was pretty good. But yeah, definitely lots of wind, especially when we went out to Roland Ridge, which has a few wide open holes. So that was interesting.
How far into your round were you when that delay came through?
I think I was just about to start hole six, and it was a bit of a bummer because I was just coming off two birdies. I had just hit a circle two putt for birdie, and then it was like, oh, we were about to tee off, and it was like rain delay. Great. So that was a bit of a buzzkill for me, but yeah.
It's funny because I was talking with Sophia on, I guess that would have been the Thursday, and she like had just finished her round before the delay came through, and she's out there. She was gonna start walking with Taylor, just like nope, right back to her car.
It was an absolute downpour. I was chatting to one of my friends from New Zealand, Amy. She ended up taking down, I think, FA40, and she was like, the horn went, and we were about to finish putting out. So she's like, we just finished it because she was at AM Worlds 2 years ago when we had um, the wildfire smokes that delayed us because we were at
Mm.
Northwood, and I think our rounds took like 2.5 days to complete because of the terrible weather. So she didn't want to repeat that.
Nope, that's fair. And at that point, I mean, you could argue that someone could go back and say like you shouldn't have played because the play was called, but at the same time, it's like you got done, you were finished your round. Let's not worry about it at that point.
Yeah, they were like approaching and they could hear the thunder, and she's like, we were all just putting out and we just finished. So yeah.
Perfect. Um, so you were on a cart, if I recall correctly, on the last day with another Canadian, along
Yeah.
with the reigning FA1 world champion. Um, how did you find the pressure, like making the run on the Sunday?
Um this is what I was saying kind of all weekend and specifically on Sunday. I was like, I went there to have fun. Was I expecting to take it down? No. Did I knew I have a shot at it? Yeah, like I think I'm a pretty good disc golfer. But at the end of the day, I looked at it and I'm like, I'm here to have fun. Andrew, like my husband was home watching my kid. I didn't have to worry about that or do too many adulting things. So I got to just kind of focus and play and go out there and have fun and play with some awesome women. I played with Virginia multiple times now. I think I was recorded round one of AM Worlds last year, the year she took it down. So we were on the feature card together for the first round. So I had met her there. And then we actually played round one and round three together at US Women's this year. So I played with her lots. She's fantastic. She's only 16, which is absolutely mind boggling with how good she is. Same with Kayla Hess, the other competitor. She's also only 16, which blows my mind with how far they both can bomb and how good they are already. They still have 2 years left of juniors. And then Annika is also a little bit younger than me as well, the other Canadian. And I actually got to play with her on a card. I think it was the last day of Am Worlds last year. So I had some familiarity with them. We had really good camaraderie, and to me, I think the best thing is just having fun on the card. And I don't think any of us really got the too much of the competitive vibes, and it was just an overall really supportive experience at US Women's.
I haven't had a chance to watch them, but I know at least one of the rounds was filmed, if I'm not mistaken, from this event.
Yeah, all rounds for
GoPro?
US.
All of them were.
Yeah, and it was Gatekeeper Media. Yeah.
It was Gatekeeper. Okay.
Yeah, so Gatekeeper
Sorry.
was there, and yeah, Chris and Derek were fantastic on the camera. Lots of fun and banter, kind of chatting throughout the rounds. But yeah, it was awesome. They recorded every single round, so they're all available on YouTube right now to watch.
Well, I'll definitely have to go and watch some of that stuff for sure. Last but not least, aside from taking down a big event like this, I understand you are also the president of a local disc golf association in Grand River. Can you tell us, are there any big plans, things happening with the Grand River Disc Golf Association coming up?
Yeah, so our main big event is the Foxwood Open, which usually happens over the May long weekend. So we've had that for 2025. The team's already working on planning for 2026, making it bigger, better every single year, with awesome sponsorships and everything else. Our club, we have a lot of events for our members. We have putting league. We have different leagues every single season. We kind of have something like Rust Buster at the beginning of the year to kind of shake off the rust and get people back out on the course. We also have an amazing private course. We have memberships too as well. We're looking at getting some local, I don't want to say competitiveness, but with some local community, like the local clubs, Paris and Guelph, to try and get together, maybe do some fundraising and things like that. We're also looking at hosting some more ladies nights. We had our ladies league as well. It's just kind of wrapping up. I think we had to cancel this week because of the heat, but we are looking to host some more women's nights as well.
Well, that's great to hear. It's a lot of good things I hear coming out of that area of Ontario, which hopefully translate across the province and just make for a more impactful disc golf experience here in Ontario.
Yeah, and we also have a juniors tournament that we're helping to support at Forefathers as well. So I think that's coming up in July. So kind of keep your eyes out for that.
I was going to say, I think I've seen something about that.
Yeah, so we're working with the local tournament organizers, but we've had a couple of volunteers that have taken that on from the club. Honestly, it's those volunteers that kind of make it happen, and being the president and being on the board, we're just kind of helping facilitate, but it's really all the members that do a lot of the work and put in all the effort there.
And so what do you have coming up next in terms of disc golf for yourself?
Well, I'm waiting for my discs to come back from America because my friend actually drove them there, so I'll have to wait till they get back, but I am signed up for Am World, so that's coming up in August. So kind of exciting. Another major. Those are the only 2 tournaments I'm signed up for really this year. So kind of exciting there. But then actually just last week I qualified for the US doubles. So we'll probably be doing that in October as well.
Very nice. Just I don't need to play a lot of tournaments. I'll just play all the big ones.
That's what it seems like, but it's kind of fun because, to your point that we were chatting about a little bit earlier as well, is getting to play different courses and kind of getting that experience is a lot of fun, and why not while we can. I think most of my vacation time from work is going to disc golf, but if you have a great hobby like this, then why not do that?
For sure. Well, thank you very much for your time, Brianna. It's much appreciated. Look forward to hopefully seeing you out and about around here. Next time you're in the GTA, let me know. We should get a round in together for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun, and we'll go from there. We'll see if there's any other local tournaments that pop up, and hopefully see lots of other folks out there.
For sure. Thank you.
Thank you.